Ice brings the fun and excitement of NHL Super Chexx Pro bubble hockey right to your home, and it's never been easier. Your split-base model Super Chexx Pro arrives at your door, ready to install. Remove the lower base cabinet section from the box, and then locate, remove, and set aside the parts package envelope. Then locate and disconnect the two harnesses from the main board tray, one from the main board at P2 and the other from the power supply. Remove the 4 wing nuts and washers that attach to the main board tray inside the lower base cabinet. After removing all 4 wing nuts, remove the main board tray while collecting the 4 carriage bolts from outside the lower base cabinet. Remove the fast-on connectors from one speaker. Leave the other speaker connected that rests closest to the control panel. Now it's time to remove all 20 wing nuts and 20 washers from inside the lower base cabinet and set them aside. Next, remove both graphic panels and set them aside. At this point, you'll easily be able to split the lower base cabinet in order to remove the power cord. Your split-base model Super Chexx Pro is now ready to maneuver through a doorway less than 32 inches wide and easily be transported up or down stairs to its final destination in your room. Once you're there, place the power cord in the notch located on the ground hinge of the split base and then close up the lower base cabinet. Reattach both graphic panels with the wing nuts and washers that you set aside. Next, reattach the fast-on connectors to the one speaker located inside the lower base cabinet. You can now set the main board tray back down and reattach the 4 carriage bolts one at a time, keeping each carriage bolt loosely screwed in until all 4 bolts are in place and capped with wing nuts and washers. Then, tighten up all 4 carriage bolts. With the main board tray now back in place, connect both the 3-pin power cord and the 20-pin connector to P2, located on the main board tray. You can now remove the remaining contents from the parts package to include 4 socket head screws, 4 washers, T-handle, and optional cup holders if ordered. It's time to raise and place the top dome cabinet on top of the lower base cabinet, allowing space for all 3 harnesses to pass freely into the lower base cabinet. Have one person stand on the side of the power cord and push down and hold the edge of the top dome cabinet to the lower base cabinet. The other person, standing on the other side of the game, can now easily lift up the other side of the top cabinet like a trunk in order to attach the 3 harnesses to the main board tray. Once the harnesses are attached, center and align the top dome cabinet on top of the lower base cabinet by locating the 4 1-inch holes in the plastic and the 4 threaded inserts in the metal dome cabinet. Then install the 4 socket head cap screws and washers. Note, to get a proper thread engagement, loosely screw in all 4 socket head cap screws first before tightening them. If your Super Chexx Pro was ordered with optional cup holder add-ons, it's time to attach them by first locating the 3 previously drilled holes found on the edge of the top dome cabinet opposite from the power cord side of the game. Attach both cup holders. Did you order a Super Chexx Pro Arena Rink mat? If so, you can now lay the mat down and place your fully assembled Super Chexx Pro center ice. Plug in the power cord and hit the power button to light up the game, and you're ready to go for the cup with your favorite team. Thank you for bringing home the dome with Super Chexx Pro.